give that extra lockdown so Edith Jawhead can really catch this Ling in place. So the Faramis for that extra cover would provide Bigetron Alpha for an extra life for them to re-engage. Now the last pick for RRQ, Hoshi, what will it be?
When it comes to the last pick right here, I think they're pretty set on durability and technically in damage output as well. Gonna bring out the Claude signature choice. Skylar's Claude has been very reliable, and against the Netherrealm, if you do enough damage, if you get ahead enough, you can completely negate that Netherrealm and in fact use it as a form of crowd control. Because once you have your Netherrealm HP depleted, you're kind of stuck there for a while in animation. It all depends on how the early game goes right here, man. There needs to be a plan, like a cheese of some sort, to really get the edge, get the ball rolling for that snowball.
Yeah, now the draft index here, quite frankly, sides towards Bigetron Alpha for the early to mid-game potential. Because yeah, I mean, for pickoffs, composition, Bigetron Alpha does have that advantage in the first few minutes. But come the late game, can they weather the storm now? Land of Dawn will be the witness of whether the kingdom fall or stand and continue its rebuild. Game number 3, the Bigetron Alpha against RRQ Hoshi.
Let's see, ladies and gentlemen,
Welcome
RRQ equalizing earlier 1-1, and now it is the decider back. Basically a best of 1. So to Jin on the Haya, this time no longer the Fredrin, up against the Ling on Ken.
Assassin against Assassin. Now, of course, the Jawhead roam. Talk to us about this, Arashi. How is it going to operate and function?
Well, first of all, you're seeing Edok already helping out with the clearing in the jungle. Those missiles do a lot of damage when there aren't a lot of different targets nearby. And the new passive of Jawhead, the Mecha Suppression, every time you deal damage to your opponent. Hang on a minute, Dyron. First shatter down, though. Super Luke gonna be rotating over as well. Good stun and a vengeance there. Reset it so many times. Luke recalling still feeling confident. Fortunately for him, it's gonna be a very decisive play coming in from Bigetron. But again, every time you inflict damage on someone, you get Mecha Suppression for 3 seconds up to 6 stacks, and each stack increases all damages to the target by 2%, so 12%. But look at that. Oh, Moreno goes for the Purifier early in the journey. Moreno, 1 HP! Friends with a flicker forward, finding the zap down, and Edok ejecting him out to safety. Ken's still gonna go for it. I don't think he should, and he does decide to back away. Now onto Edok he goes.
Flicker.
Man, they're forced to use all these flickers defensively here, RRQ. It's not the way they want the game to go. But for now, you have to take a look at the difference here for Super Ken and Suzujin. Still level 4, but look at this play on the bottom side. Edmon jumping in as well. Now at the top of the blade, Super Ken picking up all the blades, and Edmon tanking it up. So he's still very, very healthy. Can go for the orange buff again, and then maybe set up for the turtle instantly. It's just a difference in the mobility, man. Again and again, this Ling is so dangerous because of this. The Hayabusa has a bit more, quote-unquote, outplay potential, more ways to kind of approach a fight. When it comes down to maneuvering around the map, it's just king right now. Look at the toss, though. Great Ejector, Rin still not going to go for the Dominar's Descent just yet. The Nightmaric Spawn is slowly but surely poking down the Key's HP, and Moreno will be able to clear it out as RRQ hold the turtle. Super Ken still on the orange buff, now making his way into the purple buff. Super Luke there, not able to go for it. Final Snash used up. Luke deciding to go in, now calling the onward. A bit of miscom perhaps. Netherrealm though still there to provide some safety. Key rotating over, Dominator's Descent. Luke taken down. Great sequence of events. The Dominator's Descent for the extra crowd control. Now Edok though imploded. The Super Ken rotating forward as well. That's unstoppable force and the blades to pick it up. Equalizing in kills, picking up the blades to Tsujin. Gonna wait out a bit. Moreno, no Netherrealm this time around. Pops in a Purify to get those stacks away so that Shadow Kill can't follow him all the way, and he decides to back away so Tsujin doesn't go for the commit.
They're forcing the issue, but again, they had to expend 2 ultimates to kill Edok. Only the roamer this time, Key under pressure.
Shadow Kill was used up. He saw the quad shadow jumps in. Good maneuvers by Sutsujin, catching Key off guard. Clean. Happy feet on all the 4 shadows. But for Bigetron, they have the access to this insane chain CC lock situation You saw it earlier, there's just a lot of airtime available for them if they really go into a big fight. So it seems like now RRQ are the ones who want to avoid that kind of big fight as Ida goes in and ejects.
Look at that damage placed down. Iman still holding on to the Purifier. Wow, all right. Patience from Iman. Very calculative.
It's a problem with the Jawhead. The fact that you have a lockdown and a defensive route to escape for your teammates, and then stacked upon a damage that is quite bursty as well. And the first stage of the game means that RRQ, they have that flexibility in terms of skirmishes and also dives. And they will rely on this Jawhead quite a few times. And here we go, Super Can!
Shatter onward! Dyron and Sutsujin again just reading the maneuvers, waiting for the purple buff to spawn and now taking it away. Luke with the final slash, we get Dyron back, but the Shatter still connects out of two.
Implosion.
Despite that, Dominator's Descent though coming down as well. Dyron able to flicker around, that's amazing. What happened, Key? Find the kill, bring in Enoch back, Rins. The Dominator's Descent already expiring now, they're gonna go for the Shadow Stampede. Rins brought back in mind with a Synchro Fission. And Bigetron actually winning out in the end. Sutsujin jumping with the Quad Shadow, back and forth now. The stun, the shove, the Vengeance reset. Sutsujin has to give this away, and it will be a trade in the end. Ken picks up the turtle for RRQ's purple steel.
Purple buff for the turtle. I feel like Bigetron will take that. But you can see Super Ken trying to find something. Go to the Tempest of Blades, but can Ida find him? Oof. Won't be able to just yet. Thunderbelt for Dyron will give him a bit more burst damage. Look at the shadowing though by Ida to try and stop Moreno.
So far, it's been pretty intense. The exchanges happening left and right. RRQ showing how much of a threat they can pose against Bigetron Alpha. Meanwhile, Bigetron Alpha with the responses has been quite aggressive as well. Not shy away of popping the ultimate needed. Key with the implosion. And Luke rotating to help. Equipments though coming in. Berserker's Fury completed for Super Ken.
Dreadnought armor for Super Luke there. Looking out for that extra damage coming in from Sutsujin and Idok. As far as but for Dyron in the Primal Wrath, I think he does magical damage as well. This Starlium and Feather Heaven already completed for Iman, so very respectable amounts of damage. Whereas for Skylar, needs to wait a bit longer, man. Even with 2 items, he still does an okay amount of damage, but you know, it's just not the same kind of power spike that you really need to have a way to throw around in the middle of a big team fight.
Thunderbelt again, I feel like, for Super Ken. Itemizing towards it, so far needs that extra HP. As well as that slow, that damage needed. Now for RRQ, focusing the control towards bottom side. Here we go, 1v1. Jungler, please, please, please.
Sutsujin knows better than to take this for now. Still needs to wait for some of those stacks, you know? Goes with the Quad Shadow though up top, and he will be able to match that. Ken still with the same build. Thunderbelt down below, Iman walking up to Skylar.
Up top?
Has the BMI up top. 1v1, no? Just a bit of a cut. Iman actually going to be able to take the turret down below, but he has to be careful. He's right there, blazing away, used up. He's going to be waiting in the BMI right there. So this is going to expire very, very soon. He ducked jumping with unstoppable force. Skylar's going to be caught by Moreno. Skylar was zoned away completely. Key. Still getting the NetherRealm HP. Has so many ways to actually tackle his fine. Super Luke jumping into the midst of it all. It's a hit up finding the final slash from Dyron back at the Stampede as well. The Dominator's Descent, they were able to out-sustain it. Meanwhile, Ken 1v1 and getting the kill on the Sutsujin. They wiped RRQ Hoshi out in the 7th minute.
The Kingdom tarnishes. And Bigetron Alpha, they take charge of the Kingdom. And the moment we get a 1v1 assassin, in the jungle, we don't see the replay, we don't see the camera.
That was so intelligent, man. You see, the way they used the BMI against Skylar.
Went straight and waited for him. Make sure that he got his escape routes are cut off. It's a great play by both teams. I think RRQ also trying to bait them on and try to commit there. But unfortunately, the response from the team is a bit too fast. It's been a slow ride the whole time, the whole early 5 minutes. But now with this next event and so on the wipeout and several turrets falling, Bigetron now has the clear control over the game. Our turret wants to be a bit more careful. But for the longest time, with the turrets available, it's all about the pickups. It's all about the push maneuvers. But now Bigetron has more space to train with.
I've never seen Skylar really shout out a lot, man.
Yeah.
That feels a bit eerie, to say the least, but I was hoping to check out what things to do. Right, Microsoft and the Rogers rule. They were go against his parents, and now we have to check.
Sujin is still in the very game. I'm trying to make things happen right here. But Bigetron, every single time Byron is trying to make a play happen. He just match and call out by something. And either the final slash or the pullback from the pyramid. Byron is trying to use the final round just allocate his damage, his presence in the team fight. But he has completely denied doing so every single time.
These are deep waters now for RRQ. Skylar is also struggling with this quad. He's being zoned out by players of Bigetron Alpha that have so much control. This first time around sieging the tier 2 turret towards the kingdom of RRQ. They're looking for a pick. Enoch has disrespected. Just Jawhead was a menace in the early game. Now they don't care about the injection. They don't care about being caught upon and tossed behind Bigetron Alpha. They want to end this right here, right now.
I think it's a great decision for Bigetron to kind of play it slow, try and match and just shadow the movements of RRQ in the early game, knowing that that is where RRQ are the scariest, are the strongest, when they have all this burst damage and take up potential and extra survivability with the Zask. Now that we've reached like the mid game with some items, some power spikes, this is where Bigetron can use that Nether Realm, that implosion, and you're seeing every single time RRQ try and go for a fight, they're just not strong enough. They're losing out in damage output due to the same factors of the Zask being sustainable. You see the dominant percent is deleted.
Yeah, game fact by Gope. A new application. This marks Jawhead's debut in MPL ID Season 14 after last being used by Key in MPL ID Season 11 when Bigetron lost to Ultra Ego. I mean, wow. So poetic using it against Key, who's playing right here, right now. The
He still
Bigetron Alpha
has
lineup.
another new hero, by the way, in his 4th game. Yeah, he's played a new hero every game, right?
Yeah,
Oh, well, I guess the Tigreal is a hero in his repertoire.
that's true.
With the orange buff taken away by Super Ken, though, you can see RRQ confused on what to do right here. Trying to find baits, trying to find engages, but either on the Jawhead just isn't tanky enough as of right now. He has the Dominance Ice, but that's about it. There's just way too much damage, especially coming in from Eman.
Oh, look at Key. You can see he'll just zone them away right now. Holy defense already used up top, so it's the Jin dealing with the wave in the bottom lane, and RRQ can go for the final slash. Enoch force a flicker out. Super Ken jumping in. Okay! With an implosion to the midst of it all. Skylar with a blazing duet. That's all he can do under the fountain. The shadow kill used up, but it just tickles the robots. Sutsujin, Dyron, and Skylar unable to defend. Bigetron Alpha keeps the record against RRQ perfect since Season 12.
Oh, man. Unfortunate day for the Kingdom. It was going so well, but the experience of the robots shows once more. They took full control, and every single time they have not let RRQ get anything in this game. Every single trade, every single objective was answered almost immediately.
Again, the machines rage against the dying of the kingdom. In the kingdom they fall. This time around, the man on your screen is Super Ken. Those assassin junglers that they picked up. But the Ling was way too strong. But it was a team effort coming in from Bigetron Alpha. So beautiful in that last execution that they did. The implosion by Key. The captain leading the charge towards the conquest against the kingdom. And the Crown Prince left alone to watch the crystal fall. It feels so strange, it feels so weird to see Skylar not being able to comfortably play his staple hero. The Claude, having died twice with the Claude, being caught upon multiple times down bottom with the BMI still even. Bigetron Alpha are able to punish them. And now Bigetron Super Era 2.0 continues their dominance with a 4-match win streak against RRQ.
Win streak against RRQ is definitely a great moment for Bigetron to know that they still got it, that they're still a legitimate threat in MPL ID, and RRQ will be forced to accept defeat, to accept that they are still rebuilding and they cannot match to the complete construction of Bigetron Alpha.
Rome wasn't built in a day. It'll take them quite some time to regain that prosperity once more. But for the machines, they don't stop. They're there to just run rampant and pulverize the kingdom.